Great morning, amazing people, and happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a great day. And you know what I always say, if you ain't having a great day, you better make it a great day because you got the power to make it a great day, turn it all around. But I'm not sure who may need this message today, but I really wanted to come and talk about, tapping into your power. And some people may not even know how to, tap into their power. And I definitely want to share something today that may pour into you, may change your way of thinking. Something you might not have thought about. Good morning. I see y'all come in. Come in. Good morning. I hope you're having a great morning. It's Friday. It's Friday, so it's definitely a great day today already because we blessed because we woke up this morning. God had us on the wake up list, so that's a blessing right there. And there's so many other blessings to come with today. Good morning, Luther, Crowell, Dion, Raven, Anthony. Good morning. um I was thinking about something today. I was thinking about how many people have lost faith, and how many people are doubtful, and I wanted to come in, just, thanking God to be able to come this morning, to just speak with y'all and just thanking him for, putting his word down on the inside of me because I know what some people may be facing and enduring, but I don't know what everybody is. But you know what God does, and God knows, what His children need, and we just gonna thank Him and give Him the glory for this live today and all the lives to come. But so many of you have been doubtful. Many have lost faith. A lot of y'all are praying for something that you haven't seen yet. um and I wanted to come and I just wanted to ask a question first, right? So how many people have ever got an income tax? How many people have ever worked a job and expected to be paid every 2 weeks? Anybody ever got like a settlement check? um any type of payment that you may have been working for. You may get a pension or whatever type of money you get. So let's think about it. You get an income tax, right? And what do? We get our taxes done and we wait and we give the IRS some time to get our information in the computer. Then we check the portal. And the portal says you're going to get your income tax back March 2nd. And you're like, okay, March 2nd. They said I'm going to get my taxes are going to hit my account by March 2nd. I kind of know that you know how the IRS work. It might hit way before that. You know, um, if you get a pension, every month what day your pension's gonna come. If you work a job, you know that you won't get paid every 2 weeks. You got to settle a settlement check, and you go to the bank, and the bank's like, okay, well, this is a nice size settlement check. We're gonna have to hold this check for 10 days. We'll make such and such amount available to you now, and then the rest will clear within the 10 days, maybe sometimes five, if it's a good check. So, do you understand that you are expecting your taxes to hit March 2nd or sooner? Do you know that you are waiting for that check to clear within that 5 to 10 days? Do you know that you're waiting to get paid? Do you understand that you are expecting this because you were told this is the date? Do you also understand that when you're waiting on that, it puts you in a mindset to start preparing. Okay, so my taxes is going to hit on March the 2nd. So guess what? I'm gonna get $4,000. I know I need this. I know I need that. I know I need this. I know I need that. I'm writing down what I need. You know why I'm writing down what I need? Because I'm preparing for those taxes to hit. You see what I'm saying? Um, I got a trip planned. Well, I know I get paid every 2 weeks. So guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take $100 out of each check, put it in the savings account, so I can start getting ready for my trip. I'm preparing. The settlement check. Oh, okay, I'm getting this much settlement check. I know what I'm about to do with the settlement check. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab me a new car. I'm probably gonna give me some furniture. I'm gonna put some money in the savings account. I'm preparing. I'm preparing for that check to clear. And do you understand the mind frame that that puts you in? Because you like, my money is guaranteed going to hit. My money is guaranteed going to be direct deposited into my account, so I can prepare for this. Do you understand that we need to be doing the same things for the things we've been praying for? Do you understand that if we are sitting up here, let me tell you something, because God is bigger than a income tax check. God is bigger than your paycheck. God is bigger than a settlement check, a pension. He listen, his promises stand. You ain't never got to question God's promises. You just don't. Period, point blank. You don't got the question. If he said he gonna do it, he gonna do it. Period. You see what I'm saying? But you see how we put so much faith, and we sit up here and we prepare for these type of things because we're in expectation. We know the date that is coming. We're expecting it. So when you praying and you going to God and you praying for certain things, you like, okay, God, I need you to, bless me with the discernment to be able to, discern certain things. I need you to bless me with wisdom, God. I need you to bless me with knowledge. I need you to bless me with wealth. I need you to bless me to, break generational curses. I need you to bless me to become a homeowner, Father God. Father God, I want to walk on the lot and buy my car brand new. Listen, but how about so many of us will sit up and we will pray and we will go into God's presence, and guess what? We won't even be preparing for the blessing. We won't put no expectation on the blessing, like we do that direct deposit, like we do when them taxes hit. Baby, that energy that we be having at those times and sitting up here preparing, baby, let me tell you something. Let somebody find out them taxes gonna hit on March 2nd. They gonna start, listen, they gonna sell the old furniture, they gonna go pick out the new furniture. The plan is going to be concrete. We are preparing for that money to hit. Why aren't we taking that same energy, that same mindset, and preparing for what we prayed to God for? I've done it plenty of times. I knew my taxes was going to hit. And I'm like, you know what? I could use some new furniture. I'm gonna sell this old furniture for $100 or $200. Go ahead, pocket that. Then I'm gonna go ahead into the store because, baby, I want to be ready when the money hit. I'm gonna go to the furniture store and look at the new living room set I want. Then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look for some curtains. Then I'm gonna look for some throw pillows. I'm preparing for the blessing. I'm preparing for when those taxes hit. I'm preparing for what I'm going to do with them. Why aren't we preparing for the blessings? Why? You done prayed. You done prayed for so much. And that was it. Just prayed. There's no work behind it. There's no energy behind it. There's no faith behind it. Did you hear all the energy that I put into knowing my taxes is going to hit and me getting some new furniture? I done looked at the curtains. I know what throw pillows. I even know how I'm gonna set it up in my living room. What we talking about this morning? What we talking about? We talking about prepare for the blessings. Ain't no more doubt. Ain't no more worry. We are preparing for the blessing. We putting the work behind it. You understand? We putting the faith behind it. Preparation. But listen, the only difference is we may not have an expectation date. We may not be able to see a date when it's going to hit our account. We might not be able to see When it's going to hit our life, we may not be able to see it, but God's promises should be. Y'all don't hear me this morning. Y'all don't hear me this morning. God's promise alone, just like you checked that IRS site and they told you March 2nd, just like that settlement check came in the mail and you deposit and you went to the bank and they told you it's going to clear between 5 to 10 days, maybe a little bit sooner. Do you see how we take their word for it? Why are we doing the same thing when it comes to God? He's bigger than all of that. He's a God that don't lie. Why we got that same energy? Why we got that happy, excited energy? Like, yeah, God about to bless me. He about to bless me. I know it. I believe it. I got faith. Come on. Come on. It's too many of y'all praying for things, waiting for situations to turn around. Some of y'all praying for a spiritual spouse. Some of y'all praying to be a homeowner. Some of y'all praying, to further your education, for your dreams to come true, for your business to sell out, to become a millionaire. Y'all are praying. But prayer without works is dead. It's dead. I could sit up here and I could say, God, please bless me to be a homeowner in 2023. God, sit me at that closing table. Sit me at that signing table, God. But I can't just sit on the couch and wait for God to do that. There's things I need to be doing to prepare to do that. And God's working with me to do those things. I don't know who been sitting around disappointed. I don't know who been sitting around waiting for their blessing. I'm not even sure exactly what you've been praying for. But at the end of the day, do you got faith in God? Do you got faith in what you're praying about? Are you preparing for it? Come on. It's not hard. I just gave you a comparison. The expectation date is the promise. Period, point blank, it's the promise. That's what it is. I told y'all, what did I tell y'all? I told y'all a few years ago I was homeless. I told y'all that the rules of staying at the shelter was 30 days, but I stayed there 60. Favor. But I was getting up every single day, y'all, on my laptop, still doing my schoolwork. I walked down to the subway. I sat in the subway and I hooked up to the internet, all that, did my work, look for jobs, work my business. I didn't sit in the shelter looking crazy, thinking I'm gonna just sit here and God gonna bless me. No, I had to get up. I had to move. I had to prepare for the blessing. Okay, God bless me with my own place, but I can't just sit there and do nothing and think that God's gonna sit up here and bless me with what I asked for and no work behind it, no faith behind it, no nothing. I can't do that. Once I get into place, I have to be able to pay the rent. I got to be able to pay the light bill. I got to start putting myself in position. While God's sitting up here working on the landlord that I don't know that I'm going to meet, the landlord that's not about to run no credit check, ain't about to run no background check, ain't about to do no type of check, but tell me when I can move in. I got to prepare for that. I didn't know what I was preparing for though. I didn't know that's what God was about to do. I knew He was about to bless me with a place, but I didn't know how He was going to set it up. But I trusted Him. I trusted God with not a dime in my pocket. Do you hear me? And I told y'all while I was at the shelter, we slept three in a room, and the girl next to me stole my wallet. And I was so mad, y'all. Listen, I want to fight her. Do you understand what I'm saying this morning? I wanted to fight that girl because that was all I had. All I had was my wallet. I had nothing else. All my little change I had was in my wallet. for me to walk to the store and give me a little bit of something to eat every day. I was angry. I was mad. I want to fight her. Like, why would you steal from me? Why would you steal from me? But let me go a little bit deeper. The girl that slept next to me, she was like, Mia, she's on drugs. And guess what? I didn't even know she was on drugs. She looked so young. I didn't know. And I'm still mad. I'm like, yeah, but you ain't got to take from nobody. She ain't have to do that. Listen, y'all, I'm acting out. I want to fight her as soon as she came through there. And guess what God told me? God said, you don't know what it's like to be on drugs. Be thankful you're not on drugs. And you have to sit up and take from somebody because you got a habit. And the habit has control of you. And you don't have control of the habit. And I'm just like, dang, okay, you're right. I ain't want to fight her no more, y'all. And you know what God told me this? I can't even make this up, y'all. I was so mad. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm already down and out. I said, I'm already down and out. Ain't no way she stole from me and we in a shelter and we in the same predicament. And God told me that she would have never stole from you if she was not on drugs. And that blew my mind, y'all. It blew my mind. Like, wow. So, I just let it go. But I knew not to, just let nothing out, nothing lay around no more. But that was just something I faced when I was in the shelter. You feel what I'm saying? And when she took that, I really ain't have nothing. I didn't know how I was going to feed myself or nothing. God had one of my homegirls call me like, you hungry? You all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. And I felt uncomfortable saying I was hungry. You know what I mean? But she had came pick me up, took me to get something to eat. God will make a way out of no way, y'all. He will make a way out of no way because that's just what type of God that he is. When I was in that place, all type of attacks came, but I stood strong. And even when I was mad and upset, ready to snap out, guess what? I still heard God. God was still able to pour into my spirit. The enemy wanted me to snap out on that girl, wanted it to be some confusion, wanted me to go off and not, lean on and wanted me to lean on my own understanding and not lean on God's understanding. And where would that have put me when I'm sitting up there trying to get out of the shelter, get on my feet, and God's working behind the scenes, and then me snap out on this girl? Just think about it. When you in that storm and the things that come at you while you in the storm, guess what? That was a setup, so I lost my faith. And I almost did. I almost let that situation mess me up. Then I probably would have went into a depression. And I would have messed everything up. But I'm glad God poured into me and made me lean on his understanding and not my own. My own understanding and understand that girl was on drugs. And if she wasn't on drugs, she would have never stole from me. And she trying to kick a habit and fight a habit. And she really don't have no control over who she is right now for real. What if I'd have leaned on my own understanding and fought that girl? That'd have been wrong. It would have been wrong. But I'm so glad that God kept me that I'm able to lean on his understanding and not my own because God knows all. God sees all. God hears all. He knows better than us. Way better. And I had to move forward. I had to move forward and continue doing what I had to do to get out of that shelter and focus on, okay, when I get this place, setting myself, I gotta get a job. I gotta, be able to pay the bills. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm planning for the blessing. I'm planning. I'm preparing. I'm focused and I'm walking by faith. I don't know how God about to do this thing, but I know he about to do it. The promise is the expectation date. That's what the promise is. And God touched that landlord's mind and heart. Touched his mind and heart to rent that place to me. Ain't want no pay stubs and nothing. Nothing, y'all, because I didn't have it. You can't tell me God ain't good. I didn't have it. I didn't have a pay stub to show him. But guess what? I ain't have to go get no fake pay stubs either, y'all. I ain't had to go get no fake ones. I just went up there and was truthful. I was truthful. And I was able to move in. And people even came and helped me and blessed me with the security deposit and stuff. I was already in the apartment, y'all. I was already in the apartment trying to get the security deposit together. And I tell y'all this, and because I need y'all to know that what you praying for ain't in vain. I need you to know that when you going to God and you asking God for stuff, I need to come and be the example and share what I was going through. So you know God's gonna come through for you. So you know. I need you to know that. He heard your prayers. He's behind the scenes setting it up. You just do your part. You just keep walking by faith. You just keep preparing. You just keep believing. You keep speaking power, speaking life into that thing. Because it's going to happen for you. The expectation date is the promise. Remember when God did it for you before? He about to do it again. If he already showed you how he moved, God already showed you he's loyal. He already showed you he got you. So what is the doubt? What is the worry for? What is any of that for? That don't have no, listen, doubt and worry don't have nothing to do with God. He's not a God that he's going to lie. If you can't depend on nobody else, you could depend on God. And my life is a reflection of that. I can't sit up here and hold that to myself. When people need to hear the goodness of God, when people need to hear and see God's work, to know God's real. Y'all know he's real. Y'all know how he move, especially how he gonna move for you when you've been so faithful. You've been so obedient. What? God loves that. He loves that he could call on you. Mike, Mila, Miss Brown Sugar, he loved when he could call on you. And how we sit up and we be proud. We a joyful giver. We serve God with a pure and genuine heart. He loves that. And that's why we got to keep doing that. No matter people appreciate it or not. And I don't know who's listening to me right now that you done been genuine and you done been there for people and stuff. And you came out of that and you felt used. You felt disrespected. You felt down. You feel like I gave them my last and that's how they did me and treated me and handled me. Baby, they didn't do nothing to you. The way they treated you, no, they was treating God like that. And that's why you see people's karma be deadly. Because they disrespected God. They scammed God. They drug God's name through the dirt. You're gonna be blessed for what you did. And not even saying you looking for a blessing. But you're gonna be blessed for what you did. I can't say the same about them. Because it's a slap in God's face when you pray to God and ask God to send you good people, and God bless me with this and bless me with that, and then God do it and you disrespect the very people that hold your blessing, the very people that he sent. Oh no, that's a slap in God's face. Don't you worry about that. You keep on moving forward. The enemy want to try to distract you from serving God. He want to be like, why you keep serving him, and the people that you help and hurt you, they drag your name through the dirt, they stab you in your face, stab you in your back. He want to discourage you from serving God and answering God's call because he don't want God's work done on earth. It's a distraction. But you know what? Going through all that, I know it hurts. And I know some of y'all in pain. Pray. Prayer is your weapon. I promise you. It's your weapon. You pray. You pray that off you. You pray that out your mindset. You had a mindset that, you know what, y'all? I had to start turning my mindset around saying, you know what? God gets the glory out of this. God gets the glory out of this. I did exactly what God asked me to do. I did my part. Even though it hurt, even though I was in pain. I'm like, God knows my heart. And that's what I stand on. However, that person treated me, responded to the blessing, whatever they did, that's between them and God. That's between them and God. I don't got to deal with that person no more. I don't got to deal with them. I did what I was called to do. Now it's time to move on and move forward. Because I'm not about to sit up here and risk my blessings, put my blessings in jeopardy, or not be blessed at all. Trying to sit up and what, get back at somebody. I ain't doing that. My blessings are way more valuable, way more bigger. My relationship with God is greater. It's more important to me than sitting up and trying to get back at people or showing somebody I'm not the one to play with. We all have those moments where we want to show somebody I'm not the one. They know you ain't the one. The enemy know you ain't the one. God know you ain't the one. But I'm not about to forfeit my blessings. I'm not about to disrespect my relationship with God, showing somebody I'm not the one. I'd rather just get quiet and walk away gracefully. Walk away with my relationship with God still intact. Walk away with the favor. Walk away and walk right into my blessings. Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me? I don't know who that was for. I don't know who ready to snap out because somebody played in your face. Baby, let me tell you something. Don't even give nobody that power. They might have played in your face. Let God handle them. God's gonna handle them way better than you ever could. Way better than you ever could, baby. Don't you forfeit your blessings. Don't you set yourself back by trying to show somebody don't play in your face. Walk away. I've mastered walking away gracefully in silence and still being Shalakemia because I know who I am. I know who I am. I know my worth. I know that none of those people that are vibrating at a low level, because those people that hurt you are vibrating low. The people that scammed you are vibrating low. The ones that played in your face, stabbed you in your back, and did you wrong are vibrating low at the bottom. We don't vibrate at the bottom. We don't vibrate low. We vibrate high at all times. And ain't nobody about to get low for nobody. Period, point blank. We ain't doing it. So I want you to focus on your power. And your power is preparing. Power in your mindset. You got the power to change your mindset all around. And say, I'm not focusing on doubt and worry and stress. And I'm not focused on, I'm focused on my faith, my relationship with God, blessings, breakthrough. Listen, focus on what you've been praying for. The expectation date is the promise. Yes, Jamar, vengeance is God's, not mine. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope that today's live poured into you. I hope that it's the confirmation that you needed. I know that some of y'all have been waiting on confirmation from God. I know some of y'all needed doubt and worry and disappointment and hurt and anger canceled out. We canceling it right now. We canceling it. We canceling it with the blood of Jesus. We canceling it. We canceling all of that. It has no place with us. We have no room in our life for none of that. We have no room in our life for people that bring that either. Did you hear what I said? We have no room in our life for people that bring any of those things either: mess, confusion, lies, drama, mess, none of it. We're not making room for any of that. We are, what did I just say? The income tax hit on March 2nd. You know you want a new car. What you got to do? You got to sell the old car. You got to sell the old car because you upgrading. Or you got to give that car away. You upgrading. You want new furniture, so you got to go ahead and sell the old furniture, for a few dollars. Get the rugs cleaned, get the living room together, get the curtains, you're preparing. Preparation. Same thing. Same thing goes for life. Same thing goes for the blessings you've been praying for. Preparation. Start preparing. Start preparing. Start preparing for it. Apply that same mindset to life, to your blessings, from what you expected. The same mindset, and you're going to be good. But the biggest thing is you're making room for new. You're making room for the new things. In your house, you make room for the new things that are coming in. Same thing with your life. Make room for only the positive things. Cancel out the negative. Get rid of the old. Eh, Take this weekend, get rid of the old. Get rid of the old mindset. Get rid of the old ways. Get rid of all that old so you can welcome the new. I had to do that season to season before I crossed over to a new season. Let me get rid of this old way of thinking, because that old way of thinking ain't what it is. Them old friends ain't what it is. Them old relationships ain't what it is, baby. It is not what it is. I'm making room for my new. Jamar, make room for your new. Frank, make new room for your new. Rich, make room for your new. Burn to you, make room for your new. I believe in you. I believe in you that you about to turn it all the way around. And your life is gonna be so full of new, so full of positivity, so full of blessings. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with me today. It's always a pleasure. I'm gonna try to go live every morning. Um I'm gonna definitely try. And I think I've been doing good, with this goal of trying to go live every morning. I see y'all messaging me, y'all loving the morning lives, starting out the day. And I just thank y'all for that. I, just give God the glory to be able to come live, give God the glory for, the platform. I just thank him for my gift. You know what I mean? If this blessed you today, please just give God the glory. That's all I ask. Give God the glory for it. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I believe in you. You got this. Have a great day.